yo. This is the URT. We are the URT. Welcome to the URT. Big up, people. Apologies, people. Apologies. You know how it is. ADHD tax. ADHD tax. Big up to all of you lot. It's like fighting against the clock. You know how it is. If you got ADHD, you know. If you don't, then get to know. Big up to everybody. Smash a like as we get cut through the BS, people. As we cut through all of the BS. All of the BS in a transfer window. All of the BS. And we give advice to Ineos and Glazers when it comes to doing it. Because we're not getting the best in class, are we? We're getting the best in BS nonsense. The best in BS nonsense. That's what they are. And everybody's like, oh, Wilcox doing bets, yo. Glenios doing bets, yo. BS. Absolute BS. At the end of the day, yeah, add for me too, big man. Yes. If you know, you know it. If you got ADHD, your time is the biggest enemy. It's the time. It's the time, people. It's the time. And it's about, that's what it is. It's like you're constantly battling against time. So please smash a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. But we're going to cut through the BS. We're going to tell you what we think is happening with Mbeubo. We're going to tell you everything about what's wrong with his Gyokeres. And we're going to big up Pep Guardiola. We're going to big up Pep Guardiola for seeing the humanity of the Palestinians. We're going to big him up for that. So big up. Let's get in. Let's see if we get more in the building. But let me know how you are. Those of you in the UK, Manchester, bit of sun today. Bit of sunny. Sunny FC. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, Jamie. Listen, why are you playing with it though? You need to take the emotion out of it, bro. You need to take the emotion out of it. Yeah, seriously, you need to take the emotion out of it, bro. Do not let it rattle you. It's just a saga. It's the same BS. They want 80 million and it's not worth 80 million. He's not worth 80 million. Another fucking Anthony, mate. Another fucking Anthony in the making. So we need to relax. People need to relax. That's why you come to the therapy, to come get therapy and get some calmness. All together in 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's repeat, people. Don't let Manchester United rattle you lot. What's worse than 15th relegation? And we're happy with relegation. We're happy with it. We're having it. But yeah, Glazers and Ineos, mate, doing what they're doing best. Best in nonsense. But smash a like, people. Come close and let's get into it. We want to salute those who are courageous because they're going to ask. We're going to ask in the history books, what did you do when there was a genocide? What did you do when we were watching a live screen genocide? What did you do? And people like Pep Guardiola are going to be like, you know what? I used my time. I was getting honored by the University of Manchester and he stuck it on them because he knows that they collaborate. Pep Guardiola is not stupid. He knows that they invest in Israeli jail, in Israeli weapons. They invest in Israel. Manchester University do. University of Manchester do. They do that. So, yeah, big up to him. Big up, Northern. Bless you. Big up the chat. Gyokeres to Arsenal. Yeah, I'm happy for him. See you later, man. I didn't think my guy's all that anyway, so good luck to him. Good luck to him. Good luck to him. Let Arsenal pay 100 million. Good luck to him. Big up to our brother Adewale. Stepping in, stepping out, mate. Big up to you. So Mateta is better than Gyokeres. We've got to stop looking at only numbers. What if Amarin gets sacked and the next manager doesn't rate Gyokeres because he can't play football? Boom! Mic drop, mic drop, mic drop. Mic drop. Listen, I've watched combinations of him I like I said, go and watch the video. I don't think he's all that. I don't think it's the hype. And you know me, and you know this channel. When United fans get fixated on one player and start hyping them up, somebody's got to tell them, hold your effing horses. Hold your effing horses. Big up to Alien. Big up Alien Tenno. Big up Pete. Make sure you check his channel out, people. But somebody's got to tell them, hold your effing horses. Hold your effing horses. Mateta, we know what he's like. And at the moment, we can't be stush. We can't go on like we're stush and look down on players like Mateta, because Mateta's had a fantastic season. Mateta's had a fantastic season. Say whatever you want to say about him, but he's had a fantastic season. So for me, I think my brother here dropped the mic. Drop the mic. What about if the next manager doesn't rate him? There you go. There you go. And you know that the way the things are moving, Amorim might be gone by Christmas. I repeat, Amorim might be gone by Christmas. Because I'm waiting to see what fundamentally changes, unless we get a goalkeeper, unless we get wing backs that are wingers who can attack. Because that's where the space is in the system. In the system, that not the formation, in the system we play, the space is within the wing backs. And that's where you get the space. So we need killers in those positions. We need killers. We need people who can bang people. That's what we need. So for me, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered about this Gyokeres. I'm not. Manchester United need to move on. And Manchester United cannot get in a bidding war with Arsenal. No. Gyokeres links. Arsenal links is rubbish. It's most likely Arsenal leaking this to try to push forward the Sesko deal. Yeah. Big up to Jarvis. Jarvis, if you're free, jump on. If not, no problem. Hope you're having a nice day. Hope the weather's nice over there in northern Norway. But people, yeah, need to subscribe to this channel. Get it to 1,000 subscribers. That's what you need to do, people. You need to get on that channel and get it to 1,000 subscribers so they can monetize properly. They're not that far off. They're not that far off. Let's have a look. Let's try to have a look in a minute. But big up to Jarvis. Tactical Devils. Big up. Amorim was dusted. Amorim will be dusted by Xmas. Yeah. I agree. I don't see what Gyokeres is better than Mateta at all. Yeah. That's what people are asked about, the numbers, innit? Numbers. Yo, the numbers were in the fucking league. That is nowhere near the level of intensity of the Premier League. Nowhere near. Where my guy is stronger and quicker than everybody else, and he's getting bare time and space. Nah, it's not happening. I thought Gyokeres would fit in better in the system. Mateta now has 2 good seasons in the Prem. More proven. There you go, bro. There you go. Good job to Bruno to jumping off the skill set Sayo thing. Don't know what that means, but big up to you, Costa. Let us know what you mean by that, bro. Good job to Bruno to jumping off that skill set Sayo thing. Okay. Have fun, Jamie. But what's Jamie saying? Jamie, what are you doing? Get back here, you little shit. Don't be running away now, right? You're one of the main mods on here. Where are you going? Get back here. I'm off to what? Where are you off to? Where are you off to, Jamie? Talk to me. Where are you off to? Where are you off to, lad? Oh, behave yourself, Jamie. Come back here, you little man. Come back. Big up Matt for the super chat. Appreciate it. He says, go and get Oliver Glasner. He's the only manager outside of Thomas Frank that will get the best out of your squad. Amarin is an absolute fraud. Yo, big up for the super chat, Matt. Many people agree with that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Many in the fan base think the same. Many people respect Glasner. Put some respect on Glasner. Before I go, we should have. Where are you going, Jamie? Jamie, where are you going? Get back here, man. Don't let Manchester United mess with your head, lad. You're at the therapy. Where are you running from the therapy? Don't run away from the truth, man. Don't run away from where you need to be. People, over 100 of you, smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. The poll. What should be the poll question tonight? Somebody in the chat come up with it. What should be the poll? What should be the poll of the chat tonight? Somebody give the question. But let's get to 100 likes ASAP. Kuni and Mateta, I am fine with that, Yusuf says. Had enough, mate. It's time. Stop following this club. Listen, but Gyokeres is not that guy for you to be losing big hope, lad. I swear to God. He's not. And what's his name? He's telling you, don't be alarmed. He's telling you, don't be alarmed. He's basically telling you, do not be alarmed, because Gyokeres, it's Arsenal are using that to try to get the Sesko deal over the line. Yeah. People, 22 subscribers away from 22 subscribers away from 1,000. After this stream tonight, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. 22 of you are going to subscribe to the Tactical Devils, and we're going to celebrate Jarvis and Stewart's achievement. That's the plan. That's the plan. By the end of the stream, we're all going to go. We're going to count. So please start going to that channel, Tactical Devils, and go and subscribe. Costs you absolutely nothing. One of the best tactical breakdown shows on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. We're gonna come to it in a minute. We're gonna play the video. We're gonna show you, but we wanted to start with this Gyokeres, this news, and say that we're not bothered. We're not asked if Gyokeres doesn't come to Manchester United. Who cares? We're not that bothered. We don't want to die on that hill, people. We don't want to die on that hill. Has Fergie ever come out about the genocide in Palestine? If not, Pep is the GOAT title. He put the whole career at risk by giving that speech. Fergie put Zionists in control of the biggest club. Yeah, it is what it is, people. Should that be the question? Oh, my God. All right, Imran Udin, big up to you. This is the therapy. Come on, get the therapy. People, you need to subscribe to this channel. They're 22 subscribers short. 22 subscribers short. And they deserve to have 1,000 subscribers so they can properly monetize. That's where you need to go, people. So do it. They're going to be live tomorrow night. So go and do it. People, let's give them a surprise. Let's do it tonight so that by tomorrow, when they're putting the show together, they're shocked. They're like, woo! What happened there? So me personally, I don't think Gyokeres is all that. I've seen that league. My guy looks like just another stat padder. He looks like a stat padder. He's got decent movement. He can play the system, maybe. He can play the system in Portugal. I don't know if he can play the system in the Premier League. And have you seen how the system looks with these players in the Premier League? Everybody looks confused. Everybody confused now. Confused FC. Where we go, where we go. It's that confused FC, mate. Concussed FC. We're all of it, people. I swear to God, the amount of hate I get on the street, you know. People are like, you're too negative. You're too negative. I tell them, truth hurts, baby. The truth hurts. The truth burns. It burns and it hurts. The truth burns and the truth hurts. You know what I mean? So that's why we don't give a damn. Free Palestine. There it is. But let's get to Pep. Let's get back to Gyokeres. But big up Pep. Pep is the GOAT for me. He's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Okay. Yeah. So what are we doing now? That's a bit too long. We need a just one sentence question. One sentence question, but big up to you, DLM. Yeah. Listen, listen. Really, he wants to play in the Champions League. He's going to play in Europe. That's Aussie, man. Listen, the name Manchester United is just keep getting used because the name Manchester United keep getting used. Why? Because then it puts the price up. Yeah, big up. Enjoy the golf, Jarvis. Jarvis is at the golfing. He's doing a bit of golf. Enjoy it, Jarvis. People, go over there and smash the like on that Tactical Devils. Our target tonight is 150 likes. If you get, the quicker we get to it, it moves up to 200 likes. So let's do it, people. Gyokeres going to Arsenal. I think it might be a bullshit to try to get that deal over the line. A lot of smoke and mirrors here and there. But Manchester United should not be going anywhere near. And if they go and get him, and they really want him, the most he's worth is 50 million or 45 to 50 million. He ain't worth all that money, mate. I'm telling you now. He's not worth the 80 million. No fucking way. Nobody can tell me that shit. Why hasn't, if he's that fucking good, how come none of the European teams want him? How come none of the top European teams are not keen up for him? If he's that good. He's playing in the fucking Farmers League, man. Wake the fuck up. Farmers League. Where he can bully people. Behave yourselves. Yes. Because Pep is coming out for humanity. Yes, he is. Fergie, chap, does not say a word about what the fuck is going on in this world, mate. Pep dunked on the University of Manchester because they invest in Israeli weapons. Yes, University of Manchester does research and works with weapon manufacturers that help with the state of Israel. That's why he dunked on them. That's why he dunked on them. Let me just get these super chats. Matt came back in again. Matt says, Glasner makes Mateta look like prime Batistuta. Amorim will have him looking like Emil Heskey. Doesn't matter who you have, it's who's coaching. Woo! Yo, there it is. Matt is giving us, he's a Wolves supporter. He's giving us an outsider's perspective. He's got nothing to lose in this. He's got no bone in the fight, bro. He's got nothing in the fight. He's just giving us an honest opinion as a fan looking at Manchester United from the outside. Gyokeres scored 49 goals this season. 17 were penalties. I pray we don't get this guy. Amorim will still be sacked next season. Next manager won't like Gyokeres. Nah, there isn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. My thing makes sense. If the hottest striker, listen, this is how United fan base are gassing him up. They're saying he's the hottest striker in European football. So why haven't all the big clubs come in for him then? They don't. Strikers are very hard to come by. Where are they? Stop getting fucking brainwashed, yeah, by the United aggregators and by these big channels. This is the fucking therapy channel. The therapy will speak the truth. Stop getting brainwashed like they brainwashed you over Onana. And look at him now. Look at him now. Look at him now. They brainwash you into believing these players are something. They come here and stick the fucking place out. Stop getting brainwashed. Stop getting brainwashed. It's simple for me. If Gyokeres was that amazing, I promise you, Paris Saint-Germain, I promise you, even if Barcelona have Lewandowski, they would have got him. Real Madrid, they would all buy this player. Bayern Munich, all these teams will be like, let's get him. Get that striker. Get that striker. Because they know Lewandowski is towards the end of his career. So is Harry Kane. They're both injury prone now, Lewandowski and Harry Kane. So they would have bought him. They would have bought him. I'm telling you. Stop making it out. Stop making it out. Like this guy is the greatest thing since sliced bread. He's not. I told you it's simple. He is faster and stronger than most people in that league. He's faster and stronger. That's what it is. That's what he is. Yes, we don't know what he's going to be like in the Premier League. We don't know. It's a risk. It's a huge fucking risk. I've seen many players do this. Anthony was supposed to be the greatest player. Look what happened to him. Got found out. Got found out. The great hype. And no other fucking fan base hypes players like Manchester United. No other fan base hypes like United. I've sent you the link. Jump on. People are absolutely brainwashing you into thinking this guy's this guy's that. Yeah, big up. We'll get the video up in a minute, but let's stay on this topic. Let's stay on this topic. Let me just get that chat from Adewale. Adewale says, yeah, big up. Oh, we read that one out. Big up, Pete. Let's add Pete in here. Big up, Pete. How you doing?
Big up, Dino. Chat. How you doing? Everyone okay? Been a really hot day today, Dino, hasn't it? You know what I mean? Apparently, we're getting thunder tomorrow and Friday. And you know, when you get that sticky, heaty feeling, it feels like thunder's coming, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah, look, man, I told everyone, you know what? I know a guy who is a Coventry fan, and he was telling me about Gyokeres. He goes, while they loved him at Coventry, they turned around and said, if you're going to rip £60 million on that geezer, you're going to need your heads testing. Because like I keep telling everyone, and people keep thinking I'm talking bollocks. When this guy was needed most for Coventry v Luton in the championship playoffs to get into a premiership, he was able. He was nowhere to be seen. He got marked out the game. Literally marked out the game. Okay, he scored a penalty in the penalty kickoffs, but these are the facts. I mean, you know, the facts are, do you know, he scored 21 goals in his last season at Coventry in 49 championship games. Obviously, you know, they played 46. The other 3 games were the 2 playoffs and the final playoff. Yeah, which he didn't score in any of them, by the way, them 3. So if you siphon that down, you're shaving 11 games off that for 38 in the Premiership. Like I said, I bet a guy £100 he would not score 20 goals in the Premiership if we bought him. Seriously. And it's like everyone you're saying, yeah. Why is no big team coming for him? Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus, Inter, Napoli, Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham. Son's going. Tottenham need a striker. I can go on. You know what I'm going to say. And apparently, it's only us and maybe Arsenal who want to get him. Well, if he's that good, people will be falling over to try and sign him, wouldn't they? There'd be a bidding war going on now, wouldn't there? Seriously, there would. There'd be a bidding war. There's no bidding war because no one wants him. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You could turn around and say, Dino, yeah, Rasmus Højlund will probably bang in 30 goals in that league. You know what I'm saying? So I personally don't want him. Look, I could be proven wrong. I'm here to be proven wrong. Like, if we sign him, obviously, if he becomes a Man United player, then I'll be, wholeheartedly behind him because, we want him to be successful at Man United. But it's like I said to you, and we're doing Amarin's vanity project, like we just done with Eric Ten Hag's vanity project, and it epically failed. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, you could have the best striker in the world, but if you're leaking goals at the back, can he score enough to win those games? Can he bang in 2-3 goals a game when we're letting 2-3 goals in at the back? This is what you have to factor in, chat. Yeah? You have to factor in is to win games. First of all, you have to stop them going in your own goal. Okay, if you don't score, you don't let a goal in. 0-0 draw, at least you get 1 point. Last season, we were giving goals away, like giving their candy to kids. There you go, take that. Take them, have them, banged in. Okay, yeah, you know what? Let's go from this viewpoint. Maybe we let 2 goals in and he can participate in 3 goals a game. It could happen. I'm not saying it can't. It's very unlikely that it's going to happen. Kenji's saying there, come on, Pete, tell us he can do that, then since you know it, or tell me a striker who can do it. A striker who can do it. Well, Kenji, yeah. You have to look at it from this viewpoint, yeah. When you're in trouble, Man United is in trouble. When you want to get to anywhere near where you used to be, i.e., for us, from our viewpoint next season, this is Man United's viewpoint next season. We're looking to get in maybe the top 4 or 5, if it's top 5 next season, to get in the Premier League. Yeah. Well, then you've got to go for proven quality in that league, not ifs or buts. Ifs or buts don't get you where you want to go. You've got to go for proven quality. Mateta is proven quality. Yeah. Even more than Victor Osimhen is proven quality. Someone mentioned it before. Oliver Glasner. I'm never saying to Jarvis, yeah, Tactical Devils, United should get Oliver Glasner, and he slapped me down going, we don't want him. He's too similar to Ruben Amorim. Well, newsflash, he's done better than Ruben Amorim. On a tighter budget than Ruben Amorim. So there you go, like. You know what I mean? The proof's in the pudding. That's the saying. The proof is in the pudding, Dino, isn't it? Yeah.
Fact.
You can talk this, you can talk that, but the facts are the facts. Okay, yeah, he's got great stats, Gyokeres, in Portugal. João Felix had great stats in Portugal. Look what happened to
Facts.
him at Chelsea.
Facts. Listen, big up to Tactical Devils. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. 22 short people, like we said. He says Gyokeres has have a weak left foot and he's shit in the air. Weak left foot, shit in the air. He's better than listen. All of us could be better than fucking Hoyland. Hoyland had a woeful season last season. He got played to death, and he was crap. But is he worth 80 million, Jarvis? Are you paying 80 million for Gyokeres? No fucking way. No fucking way. No fucking way. No chance. To me, he's not even worth 60. He's not even worth 60 for me personally. But big up to Sean for joining us. We've not seen him for a long, long time. Big up to him. I hope he's well.
Big up, guys. How you doing?
Yeah, man, bro. Big up to you. Nuruddin, the guy is being disingenuous. I know he didn't watch the playoff final. Nah, you don't know that. People know people who support different teams, mate. Nobody's been disingenuous. Big up, Pete. Where is the beanie from the other day? You look smashing, pal. Beanie, did you have a beanie on?
Yeah, I got it. I've just had my hair cut, you know what I mean? But I'll put it on.
You had a beanie on.
Here we go.
Yes, Pete.
Get it on.
It's a bit too hot. It's a bit too hot, to be fair, to be wearing a beanie. It's a bit too humid. It's a bit too humid. But big up to everybody. Please smash a like on the video.
Dino, Adidas as well, man. The best.
80 million for Mero. Arnold, mistake. 27, 28-year-old. This window isn't what it should have been due to Amarin and Bruno. United behind last year. Teams are upgrading. Watch next season closely. Big up, Mr. Creator.
What are we upset about today?
No, we're not upset about anything. We're just telling facts. We're just saying that Gyokeres is not worth 80 fucking million, and Manchester United need to move on.
Right.
And just because he scored 50-something goals, 17 of them were penalties, he's not going to come here and take the penalties. And from everything that I see from him, he looks like he's faster and stronger than everybody else in that league. The Premier League's two different kettle of fish. But big up to you, Sean. How you doing? How's Los Angeles? Crazy out there, man.
Yeah, ironically, I was in LA last week, like over the weekend. Actually, when the riots kicked off. Good thing about LA and California in general, that it's big enough for me never to. I didn't come across any single rioter or anything like that. But yeah, I think California.
Sorry, Sean, you're lying, Dino. I seen him on a newsfeed channel running out of a shop with a plasma TV.
Right.
Sorry,
yeah. Some of that is definitely happening. But yeah, it's LA is big. It's quite big, right?
It looked like uprising to me. I didn't see a riot. I see uprising.
Yeah, no. I mean, and the nature of social media algorithms are such that you see kind of what you want to see. So if you're looking from the TV and from social media, it looks like LA is on fire. But in reality, we're talking about like maybe 2 blocks, like a 2 or 3 mile radius where everything is happening. And
isolated incidents. Yeah,
isolated incidents, and that's what gets broadcasted basically on TV, and that's what people focus on. So it's really mostly peaceful, like to a large extent. It's California, right? So it's hippies, it's people who just don't want to see their immigrant brothers and sisters, arrested by fascists wearing masks. But there is some violence, and some rioting going on, but it's very small. But notwithstanding, I think as a United fan, in general, I have to say, I've been impressed. I know that's not that's not a message that many people want to hear, but I'm impressed so far with what I'm seeing from Ineos, how they're moving in the markets.
Sean!
Yeah, I know.
We know, Sean.
I know.
We know you're on the payroll. We know you're part of Ineos propaganda. So welcome. That's why we wanted to hear. Big up, Ben.
Big up, Ben. Yeah. Definitely. So in our Ineos propaganda meeting, after I collected my check from Sir Jim, they gave us a couple of talking points, which I'm gonna recite now. So
John, you got to send me that coffee you drink over there, bud.
Yeah, definitely. What I would say is that, like, I think the way we're moving in the market reflects the position that United is in. So we are a fallen giant, once a great club, now 16th in the table, many players or a lot of players don't want to come here, but the truth of the matter is the brand name still carries something. So there are players who still want to play for us, and I'm glad, right? I'm glad that we did the Cunha business quickly. I'm glad that we got an agreement with Mbeumo quickly. I hope we can wrap up with Brentford sooner rather than later. I'm glad that the club is focused on a striker because we all agree that we definitely need a striker. I think with regards to the fee, I would imagine that at this stage, as United fans, we've moved past caring about the fees that we pay for players. This is a market where Florian Wirtz is going to Liverpool for 130 million.
Yeah, he's worth it. Yeah, he's worth it. Have you seen him? He's worth
he's
it.
not. He's not.
No.
I'm
Yes, he
sorry.
is.
He's not.
Yes, he is.
He's
He
not.
scores
Really.
and creates goals. I'm sorry. I see
He's
him do
not.
it in international. He's the best player for Germany.
Yeah.
We can agree to disagree, right? In my opinion, there's probably only like one or two £100 million players in the world right now, and Florian Wirtz is not one of them. And he went for 150 million euros, right? So it's clear to me, right, that right now this is a seller's market, and so prices are going to be inflated. So do I care personally if Man United spends £80 million on Gyokeres? Honestly, I don't. I could not care less. Right? Because one, it's not my money. Two, I understand the
Yes,
realities
it
of the
is.
markets. It's not my
Sean,
money.
do you pay for the subscription to watch Manchester United?
I do. I
It's your
pay.
money. It's your
Yes,
fucking money.
but no. But I also recognize, in my opinion, again, we disagree about this fundamentally, right? Eugene, on an ideological level, we disagree about what it means to be a fan. So let's not hash it out again. We can agree to disagree. But from my perspective, I do it out of love. I do it because my heart bleeds red and bleeds United. So when I pay for my subscription,
Fair enough.
both for sports and both for MUTV, and when I buy an original Man U jersey, I'm not doing it because I want something in return or because I have a claim on anything that United is doing. I'm doing it because I'm a fan and I do it out of love. So it's not my money number one for Gyokeres, and I recognize that again, it's the market that we're in. Prices are inflated. That's just the way it is, right? So we need to get a striker. We need to get all the players, all the signings. We need them to come before the season starts. I don't want any excuses for Amorim. I don't want any excuses for anyone. Give him all the players he wants when he wants them. So while we shouldn't overpay for Gyokeres, at the same time, I think we need to understand that like we need quality. So for me, strikers is either Gyokeres or Osimhen. Get me one of them. One of Gyokeres or Victor Osimhen, one of the Victors. And it's not going to cost us anything less than 80 million. And I'm fine with paying that. Pay the money. Let's move on.
Well, the thing is, Sean, yeah, big up, Ben. On the Victor Osimhen front, yeah, apparently Napoli would like to take Joshua Zirkzee in a part exchange for Osimhen. Now, going on previous what I said before, both strikers have not played in the Premiership. Considering how much it would cost to get Osimhen, we could probably get him for, say, 40 mil compared to Gyokeres. Would you do that? Like, would you do that deal?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't.
yeah, if we could get Osimhen for 40 million, let's go for it, right? Like, I mean,
Exactly,
that goes without saying. But my understanding is that the Osimhen deal is probably the most complicated deal in football to execute right now. So that has a tendency to, in my opinion, drag out over the summer. I think if Osimhen goes to any club, it's going to happen late in the summer because it's going to be a really complicated deal and it's going to be expensive. So, like I'm saying, just pay the money, get
Yeah.
Amorim the players that he wants. And I think I trust. Again, we all disagree, but I like how Ineos is negotiating so far. I don't think we've overpaid. Since Ineos took over for any player, whether that's Patrick Dorgu or Xerxes or Mazraoui or Delit or Ugarte. I think all the signings that we've done since Ineos took over have been strategic, right? So this is something that United fans complained about in the previous regime, and we're getting what we wanted. So we wanted to sign young players. We're getting that. We wanted to sign players on reasonable wages, right? So nobody earning 350K or 300K. We're getting that. We wanted to sign players for reasonable fees. And so far, all our players are being signed for 40 million, 50 million, 40 plus 10, 50 plus 10. I think those are good deals. If you ask me, I think I liked when United were the club. We used to be the club that would go to Wigan, give me Antonio Valencia. Tottenham, give me Michael Carrick, give me Berbatov, right? Everton, give me Wayne Rooney. I think it's good that we're being that club now, going to smaller clubs in the league and saying, give me your best player. So if we can assemble a team like Martinez from Aston Villa, for example, Mbeumo from Brentford, um, um, Konya from Wolves, get me Baleba from Brighton, right? Look around in the league and get Amorim everybody that he wants. But let's do this Gyokeres business and get it over with. That's my suggestion.
Okay, Sean, you've said a lot. Big up. I hope that the money's worth it. Big up Jason Wilcock next to you. As your old man
Yeah.
Barada. Big
Right.
up to old man Barada, your fellow banker. Big up, Ben. Ben, how are you doing? Welcome. Listen, we did a poll. People, we need to get to 150 likes ASAP. It's 140 of you in here. Let's get to 150. We are 80 likes short from our target, so let's do it quickly. Let's get to it. Quickly, people. The poll so far, nearly 50 people have voted. Is Gyokeres worth 80 million? 84% said no. 16% said yes. So 16% are there. Big up to Ben. Ben, how are you doing? I hope you're well.
Yeah, big up.
Sending love.
Apologies. Yeah, I was. I've
Yeah, don't worry.
lost a wee bit of my voice. I was at a protest last night.
Big up
Obviously,
to
I
you.
suppose everyone was seen it on the news. It wasn't a Palestine.
Ben's the Ballymena beast. I knew it.
That's literally it. It wasn't a Palestine protest, even though I brought a Palestine flag with me to the protest for just to share my voice and stuff. Basically, what happened, if any of the chat hasn't seen, basically, long story short, two 14-year-old teenage boys from Romania, they cross the Irish border and the UK border like 4 or 5 months ago, and they sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl, and they're in charge and in court. And the protest was about, obviously, solidarity, humanity to all the women out there in the world, like regardless of it, these sort of things are disgusting, so they are. But one thing that I seen last night, I was fucking fuming, excuse my language. I was raising my, obviously, protesting with, obviously, for the women and stuff, and also protesting for Palestine. And there were in the protest, which is so sad to say, but just shows that Zionists are everywhere in the world. People going up to police officers, people going over to people in the protests, calling them really, really bad stuff, really, really racist stuff. Policemen even asking me, what the fuck are you doing with that flag up? Asking me about the Palestine flag. I said, who the fuck do you think you are, bro? Like, who the fuck do you think you are demanding me? Yeah, you're the police, bro, but I do my own fucking decision. I fucking wave it because there's a fucking genocide happening in Gaza.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, bro. And you know what? Most of the people were all protesting for the women and stuff, but there were some Zionist bastards in that protests, and honestly, you've shown their true colors. And you know what? They're everywhere, man. They're fucking everywhere. And
Zionists
I was
everywhere,
and look, we were protesting, and then obviously things started to escalate. There was petrol bombs being thrown at the police vans. There was houses set on fire.
Yeah, there was, yeah.
Kids, people like this went on. I didn't get home till about 3 in the morning. This protest happened. It's only 15 minutes away from me, so I'm hoping there's nothing that happens tonight, like, because all I heard outside my back garden was just sirens and sirens and sirens. But nah, man, that's where I was last night. I didn't get home till 3 o'clock in the morning, bro, and it's fucking.
Yeah, big up to you, Ben,
bro.
man. Big up, fighting for humanity.
Yeah, big up, Ben, lad. Big up, lad.
Big up, lad, because
disgrace,
that's not
bro.
an easy thing to do, man. That's not an easy thing to do by any means. It's not an easy thing to do.
Ballymena is a very split. it's a very split city at the moment. It's like there's a few Palestine supporters there, and there's a few Israel supporters, and I seen 3 or 4 Israel flags, and they actually came over to me and says, "That's the wrong flag. You're meant to carry this flag." And I just said, "You're a Zionist bastard, bro." I
Yeah.
told him to his face, and my father was like saying, "Here, Ben, because you can never know. Like in these things, anything could happen. Like
Yeah.
do something to you. Like I'm trying to obviously protect myself. Like, but I'm just showing up, bro. And I'm sick and tired of this fucking.
You know what, Ben? You're at
Bro.
liberty to carry any flag you want to.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Big up
You
to this
can.
man, by the way. Big up to
You
this
can.
fucking man.
You can.
Pep.
But there you go. Since we're on the question of humanity, big up to everybody. Let's just play this video and let's big up Pep Guardiola for showing humanity, for having the fucking courage to go out there. Just to give a context, people, I just want to give a context that Pep Guardiola knows exactly what he's doing. I just want to give a bit of background. University of Manchester, it's not that far from me. It's about 10 minutes from where I live. University of Manchester does business with weapon manufacturers, and specifically weapon manufacturers that do deals with the state of Israel. The bombs that are being used right now that is shredding children into pieces is still being worked on by University of Manchester and by the weapon manufacturers and used by the Zionists in Gaza. So he knows exactly what he was doing. So Pep is at the University of Manchester. He's giving an honorary degree, obviously for 9 years of service to Manchester City as a football club and being an outstanding coach for Manchester City, winning all those trophies. So he was there the other day, not yesterday, the day before, I think he was. And this is what we found out. So people, just listen.
It's so painful what we see in Gaza. It hurts me all my body. And let me be clear, it's not about the joke. It's not about why you were wrong. Come on. It's just about a lot of life, about the care of your neighbor. Maybe we think that we see the boys and girls at 4 years old being killed for a bomb, or being killed at the hospital because it's not hospital anymore. It's not our business. Yeah, fine. We can think about that. It's not our business. But be careful. The next one will be ours. The next 4 or 5 years old kids will be ours. Sorry, but I see my kids, Maria, Mario, and Valentina, when I see every morning since the night I started the infant in Gaza. And I'm so fucking scared. Maybe this image feels far away from where we are living now. And we're silent in the face of injustice, feel safer than speaking up. I am deeply troubled by the images the world sees in real time in Sudan, in Ukraine, and Palestine, and Gaza. We see the horror of thousands and thousands of innocent children, innocent mothers and fathers, innocent and families suffering, starving, being killed. And yet, we are surrounded by leadership in many fields, not just politicians, in politics, who don't consider the inequality, vulnerability.
There you go.
Yeah.
Big up. Big up
There
to
you
Pep,
go.
bro.
Yeah, big up to Pep.
Hey,
Big up
Dino,
Pep.
what
Yeah.
happened in Salford today?
I didn't see it. What happened?
There was
What's going
fucking, someone was going crazy in a car or something, and a car got set on fire. There was about 30 odd lads in that, you know what I mean? It was like kind of kicking off.
What were they kicking up about?
I don't know. It came up on one of my news feeds that, you know, they said riot. It wasn't a riot. It was just a group of people who, you know, I don't want to use the word fucking around because obviously setting a car on fire is not fucking around, is it? But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously something was going on. He didn't say specifically why it was going on. But yeah, something, you know, that's according the roads off and that.
Yeah, it's saying I'm seeing a thing here. It's saying teenage girl arrested of suspicion of assaulting a police officer after Salford. 4 more arrests and girl 16 charged following a serious disorder in Salford. Well, at the end of the day, man, that's what I'm saying. A cost of living crisis. You create conditions where people, working class people, are
They're breaking us, Dino, aren't they? We're at breaking points. You're getting to the point. You're getting to the. I said this in the 80s, guys. I'll just go off track now and I'll say this. Like I'm 61, for anyone who doesn't know, but you know, I was saying this in the 80s. You'll get to a point where even if you're married and you're both working in full-time jobs, you will be struggling just to pay bills. We are now at this point in life. The elite are just sucking the life out of us. They're just sucking the life out of us.
I'm blaming it on the poorest people. Poorest people, asylum seekers, blaming it on them. Like they've taken anything.
You know what, Dino, Ben? Yeah, Sean and chat. All we want to do as humans is just fucking live, don't we? That's it. We just want to live, don't we? You know what I'm saying? We just want to live.
Do you know that since COVID, there's been more billionaires? I think Britain created more billionaires than any other country in Europe.
Yeah, and I wonder why, Dino, and I wonder why.
There you go. Well, we know why, and then they're blaming it on people who,
disgrace.
And most people don't understand. People in Sudan, the British weapons are sold to destabilize their countries. So then when they come over here, then we go, oh, it's them. The reason why we're poor is because of them. What a bullshit. All you have to do is tell the British government, stop interfering, stop destabilizing economies and countries around the world.
Keep your nose out of someone else's business.
Exactly. It is what it is. But yeah, we salute Pep. We salute the courage. We salute Pep Guardiola. Absolute GOAT. Absolute GOAT. To me, my estimation of Pep Guardiola has gone through the roof. Not what he's done on a football pitch, but as the human that he is. He knew exactly what he was doing. He used the opportunity to call them out to their fucking face, to the university who invest in Israeli fucking universities.
Well, you know what, Dino, right? Guys, you know what? People I call people like us ordinary. We're just ordinary folk. But when you get someone of Pep status and he gets put on a platform, his voice gets heard.
Facts.
Yeah. So he took, like you say, Dino, he took the opportunity to tell the people that, you know, the hierarchy, you know, what you're doing is bullshit. Like, stop it.
Facts.
Stop killing people.
Facts. Listen, big up to everybody. I'm going to try to invite Bumbaye, but I want to know what you think, Ben, of Pep. And also, this Gyokeres breaking thing. I think it's Arsenal using, same thing I feel what Jarvis was saying. They're using this bluff. Arsenal using him as a bluff to try to get the deal for Sesko. But I'm not having him unless it's a 50 million. And that, I'm not sure about him. He could fail. Because being strong and fast in Portugal doesn't get you nowhere in the UK, mate. Sorry, it doesn't. He's crap in the air. He's got no left foot. And I want to know what happens when you come against a low block. He needs space to run into. But it is what it is. But Ben, talk to me. First, Pep, big up for you for protesting. Big up for you. I was at a protest yesterday for the homeless. For the homeless people in Manchester. We were there yesterday saying housing is a human right. One city, one fight. That was the chant. Housing is a human right. Do you know the amount of homeless people on the streets? It's unbelievable.
Same here.
And it's basic dignity. How can they get a job if they haven't got an address?
You can't even get a bank account, do you know?
Yeah.
If you're homeless.
Yeah. In Manchester, I think we've got about 7,000 empty properties.
Crazy.
And there's thousands of people on the street homeless. But go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, just on the homeless, by the way, big up to Declan. I was walking past, this was last Saturday night, and it was about 12. We were just out for a few drinks, and me and my mate were walking past this homeless guy, and you know, he was just just a normal human being like the rest of us. Like, a lot of people think they're, you know, the homeless don't deserve anything, like, you know, they're useless and all that stuff. I obviously give him a wee bit of money and say, look here, enjoy, just go and, you know, basically, you know, I don't know what the word is, just basically go and, you know, spend on like whatever you want. But I said, well, make sure, says, don't spend it on drugs or smoke or any of that stuff. He says just spend it on like water or food, and he kept saying, he says, no, I won't. I says, promise me now, and he says, yep. So to be fair, I went back and because he was near my work. He always like stays like where near my work anyways. And he was sitting there with a few water bottles and a few crisps and sweets, like just basically what he wanted, like, you know, because he's only 18 years of age and he's homeless. It's crazy, bro, what's happening in this world. But now with Pep, man, honestly, you know, I always respected Pep even before when he said this. I think he's a top manager. He's what we needed in the sport. But honestly, my respect for him is just went through the roof. And what he said there was absolutely spot on. You know, he's saying obviously there's a genocide going on in Gaza. You know, he's even saying as well that my kids could be next getting fucking bombed. So just someone to have the courage to say that to their kids just shows how much how much love and respect this guy deserves,
Yeah.
man, because he's putting it out there. It could be anyone's fucking kids that get fucking bombed from this fucking Zionist country in Israel. So I love Pep, man, honestly, and I watched the whole video, and at start I was like, there's no way Pep said this, and I then checked and he said it, and man, honestly, he deserves so much fucking respect, man, and not only just in the football game, but just as a person, bro, honestly, man. And we need more of it, though. We need more of it. We just don't get enough of it. Like, you know, these famous people in the world, we don't get enough of like people admitting there is a genocide going on. They're always like, oh, Israel this, Israel that. Like, you know, just embarrassing, bro, what this world's become. But with Gyokeres, it's funny. There's no hope and joy. He's worth 80 fucking million. He's probably worth. I'll probably say 40 million plus 15 million add-ons, or 45 plus 15 add-ons.
Spot on.
I don't like. For me, I always wanted my striker to be more good in the air, has a decent first touch, has a good weak foot. I want someone like a Mateta, like, you know, someone's big, like Osman as well. Osman's a big man. Like, you know, he can you know, shove players out of the way. You know, he's quick. Even Mateta's quick as well, man. You know, we don't. I hope I'm fucking wrong, bro, because I want to be proven wrong. I don't think Gyokeres is going to do well for this team, man. I really don't. I could just see a lot of. I can't believe I'm saying this. I can see a lot of Hoyland in him. I actually can, man. The fact that we're playing to his strengths are basically running in behind. That's Hoyland's strengths. Running in
But
behind. We don't need that. We
the
don't
thing
need
is, Ben, yeah, I'll just intersect. Sorry.
Go ahead. Pick up.
Imagine if we bought Gyokeres and we formulate a team around him to play for his strengths. 5 games in, he gets injured and he's out for 3 months. It's called up the shit creek without a paddle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you put all your eggs in one basket.
One basket, yeah.
And your main striker's just been sidelined. Yeah. Now, another thing, the problem with playing football to Gyokeres' style is, as you need your team as a unit to push up, he'll be the focal point on the spearhead, per se, to push up. He loses possession, one simple diagonal ball, and we're cut through straight away. It's that simple.
Yeah. Facts.
Because we're designed to go forward as a unit with him to support him.
Facts. And like I said, man, like, you know, Crystal Palace have just released there that, you know, I don't think he's signed the contract yet, Mateta, but he's worth 35 million because Crystal Palace are about not to go into European football because obviously I don't know what's going on with them.
It's conflict of interest with Leon.
Yeah,
The owner of Palace owns Leon.
That was it. But, you know, why can we not just get, you know, or even an Osman? Like Osman, I wouldn't mind Osman for like 50 or 60 million, but Gyokeres for 80 million, cut yourself on, man. Like, why would you be better just buying Mateta, right? Buy Mateta, who's perfect for 35 million, and then spend the rest on the midfield, man. Because the midfield and the keeper too, man. Because this I'm seeing a lot of United fans says the keeper. I'd happy enough keep Onana, and that's like, fuck me, man. This fucking fan base is a disgrace. The fact we're actually wanting to keep Onana, and that's who's one of the biggest issues in this team. But the midfield as well, bro. Like, we can't forget about this midfield, man. And I know we're screaming out for wing backs because the Amram system is all about the wing backs. But it's the midfield, man. The last 12,
Yeah.
13 years, Nerden, you've been saying it so many fucking times in the last 12 fucking 13 years, even under Van Gaal. Midfielders. We don't get midfielders. We're not linked to any midfielders, and it's a real concern. It
Yeah.
really fucking is, man. Like, we don't have to
Centre
get
backs Ben as well. Is
The thing
real.
is-
You know what? I haven't heard anything about Amarin profiling a keeper. I don't think Amarin has even got a clue what a goalkeeper is. I'm being deadly serious because you never hear him mention a goalkeeper at all. He just doesn't mention them because the way he thinks is full steam ahead football. You know what I mean? He's the poor man's Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp used to play heavy metal football. This guy plays fucking punk rock football. Shit.
If you're a big,
Let me just say this. Go ahead, Ben. Go ahead. Finish up.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
No,
bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just very quickly. You know, if you're a big club like Man City or Chelsea or Liverpool or whatever, you're getting players for Man United for variety of systems. You're not getting players like we'll talk about the wing backs. Wing backs are crucial in a free in the back system, like they are. But yes, we got Amram at the moment, and Amram has he should be getting backed. But I just don't want to be buying players just for a fucking system. I want to be buying players. Like Cunha could play in the left wing, he could play left hand, he could play striker. These types of players we need. The people who can play a variety of systems, man. Like Ineos should be saying to Amram, okay, Ruben, we'll back you, but we're not getting players that you want, man. We're getting players that want to play for Man United and can play in a variety of systems. That's all I want to say. But we're going down this route again, like Ten Hag.
Yeah, big up people. Listen, we've not even got 100 likes yet. I don't know why we haven't got 100 likes. We've been live for an hour and 3 minutes. I just want to say this. Gyokeres, for me, we're going to come to Mbeubo, the latest one, Mbeubo, in a minute. But Gyokeres, to me, is now a fight between him, his agent, and the Sporting Lisbon football club. We don't want to get any involved in that. We need to move on. Even if Arsenal sign him or Arsenal don't sign him, we don't want to have another transfer saga. Best in class, they fucking told me. Best in fucking nonsense. As it starts right now, as we are today, we've only signed one player. And before, and I trigger Sean, we signed a player for 63 million. That's not cheap, mate. So I don't know what you're talking about. But let's just get into it.
We said they'd drag it out, didn't we? We said they'd drag this window out.
Yeah, Dan,
it's a classic tactic from them.
Of course they are.
Drag it out.
Let's get into the next one. In Mbeubo news quickly, but this is what's being reported at the moment, and let's give you our 2 pence on what's being reported about the Mbeubo, Brian Mbeubo, because at this moment in time it's a waffle. People are like, oh, it's done deal, is this and that. Listen, this is the news. Brentford wants 60 million for Brian Mbeubo. Talks are ongoing with 2 clubs. Manchester United are keen to complete the deal. This is Docker, I don't know who he is. Positive progress talks today between Manchester United and Brentford, with both sides confident deal will be finalised soon. Just over a week since Brian Mbeubo made his choice, Manchester United will well within the normal transfer timeline. No concerns. Brentford won 60 million. We told you it was never going to be 50 million. We told you here. If you're happy picking up the wages, knowing that there's going to be a lot more pressure, a lot more eyes on you, a lot more judgment, and failures just part of what they do, then you go to Manchester United. That's Ben Foster. That's Ben Foster, because you know the ownership, man. The ownership is there. So yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But I just go, Sean, you were saying we don't get ripped off. Brian Mbeumo. 60 million.
Nah. I don't know whether Sean's there. I'll just say this while Sean's waiting to come on, Dino. Right, we don't need a Bueno. Kuna's a very similar player with him. We've got Bruno, who plays in that position.
I disagree, Pete. We need all the fucking help we can get.
I disagree too.
But go ahead, Pete. Make
Well,
your point.
well, I mean, we've got, you know, Kuna's going to be in that position, yeah. We've got Bruno. I mean, Bruno's Bruno, isn't he? You know, I've got the
Cunha
shirt,
plays on
by
the
the way.
left. Cunha plays on the left. Mbeumo
You've
plays
got
on the right.
you've got obviously Kobe Mainu, who can be factored into that position. And we all know Kobe Mainu, you know, isn't the paciest of players. But when you're playing further up the pitch, you don't need to be the paciest of players. You really don't. Yeah. If you turn around and said to me, if we could buy a top class centre back for the same money as what we will probably buy Mbeumo for, I will buy centre back. I'll go back buy a Gui from Crystal Palace with that money. Seriously, I would. Seriously, needs must.
Listen, that's the
to
point
me,
of view. I understand. I understand what you're saying. But we do need a player of like Mbeumo. We do need a player like Mbeumo. I don't know. I don't think he's worth 50 million because in his last year,
no, no.
it's not worth 60
No.
million. It's last year of his contract. By January, he started negotiating with European teams. So for me,
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
Manchester United are getting ripped off, and they keep telling me, and Sean keeps coming doing propaganda and prep and telling me that they're best in class, best in fucking nonsense, if you ask me. Pick up to Kenji. Kenji's saying here, Kenji, I've seen your lot of waffle on the chat. I have never known somebody to chat that much waffle like the character you've got as a photo. That's Uncle Ruckus. I know who Uncle Ruckus is. These people might not know who Uncle Ruckus is, but I know Uncle Ruckus. Right? I have never known some. Are you the real Uncle Ruckus, the real life Uncle Ruckus? Is that who you are? Bring it on, no problem. And I've got one thing just to add, just to break down. Chickens 919. Let me just say this to you. Yes, Barcelona used to be that ethical club. They're no longer. Go on, just Google Barcelona and the state of Israel.
Facts.
They're the fucking supporters of the state of fucking Israel.
Facts.
Laporta, the bastard Zionist, is there with Israeli fucking shirts and flags at Barcelona. So please, yeah, some people have still got their integrity, and I'm glad Pep still has that integrity. Fuck Barcelona Football Club. Fuck the Zionists. Fuck anybody who stands with a fucking Zionist entity that's Israel, that's committing a genocide. Fuck them. Pete, I understand what you're saying. I can see the point. I think we need Mbeumo because Garnacho's going to go. In terms of the number 10 being played, unfortunately, Amarin doesn't rate Kobe Mainu. He doesn't rate him. That's a fact, right? He doesn't rate him. And we've already agreed, and I've done the video in last year, to say Kobe needs to go to a stable football club where he can be developed properly.
Yeah,
he needs to go to a football club. But yeah, in Mbeumo, for me, I would take him 50. I think 45 plus 5 million add-ons. I won't say too much of that because he has scored 20 Premier League goals, and we know it's very difficult to fucking score 20 league goals.
Cool. Yeah, but the thing is that Dino, what you got to factor in, is the environment. Mbeumo has scored them goals in. He's in a well-oiled Brentford team.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like you can take the best cog out of a car and put it in a shitty Morris Minor, and all of a sudden it malfunctions.
100%. Big up Freddie FP says, saw your Insta story already. Didn't know you had rhythm like that, bro. You don't know. There's many sides to me. And big up Pep for his speech and solidarity with the Palestinians. Yeah, big up. I just wanted to say to Sheikh Harian, billionaires don't leave the country. Billionaires go and live in tax havens like fucking that bastard Jim
Cayman Islands.
They live in the Cayman Islands or they live in Monaco and they don't pay tax. So one thing I'm gonna tell you, Sheikh Harian, I know you're very young, but do not ever be on the side of billionaires. Billionaires, majority of them are fucking fascist. I have never met one good billionaire in my life. Have you, Pete?
No.
Have you, Ben? What have they done to get to that billion? Do you think they're so clever? They're so bright? They stand on people, and the money gets sucked from working class people and get given to those bastards. All the billionaires, I want them to go to an island by themselves and go and see what money they can make. Go and make $1 billion. Go to an island and see, go and make $1 billion. Go on. Right? So let's not talk about that.
Billionaires are
Yeah,
parasites, Dino.
Then
The
you need to eat one of
parasites.
them live on camera, mate. Simple as.
Yeah.
Go on,
what-
then. Tell me
yeah.
about Mbeumo.
Yeah, I love Mbeumo, as I said previously. I mean, we desperately need, you know, Mbeumo and, you know, just players of that, like, just in the attack, man, because we're going to get rid of Rashford, but hopefully Sancho, Anthony, Garnacho, like, you know, we've got no attack left, like, but, you know, Brentford are taking the fucking piss, bro. He's got 1 year left in his contract, and they're asking for 60 million. This reminds me of Mason Mount, bro. Like,
Yeah,
this reminds me, they're taking the fucking piss. Like,
exactly.
man, if you're an owner, man, or if you're Omar Barada or Wilcox, you just say, look, I've left my money there, 45 million or 50 million. I've left it there. Come back to me if you wanna accept it down the line, and just leave it there. Don't negotiate anymore. Just don't negotiate. Move on to another person. Yes, it might upset fans 100%, man. But that's how you operate as a football club.
If this was me now in charge of Man United for deals, yeah, like you said, and Mbeumo's got a year left on his contract, I would phone up. Obviously, we put the feelers out, so we've made Mbeumo get a bit, you know, nervy about staying at Brentford. You know, Man United's causing him. Yeah, pick the phone up to the chairman, whoever runs Brentford, and say, you know what, mate, he's got a year left on his contract. We'll give you £35 million now for him. If not, we'll wait till the end of his contract and get him for free. Take the deal, yes or no. Or in fact, if you don't want to take the 35 million off us, go to who's going to pay the 60 million for him. Because no one's going to do it.
Yeah.
This is where you need to be a good negotiator. Dino will tell you now, and all the people in the chat who, you know, back in the day before the Glazers come here, Man United used to be hard as nails to do a deal with Dino, didn't they? You know what I mean? No one pulled the wool over Man United's eyes. You know what I mean? Since the Glazers come in, it's like it's been a free for all. You've got to put, like you said, with Tiny Tim Mason Mount, poor little lad. You know what I mean? 35 mil. Take
Hey guys, I'm back. Hold on this.
If not, we'll say to Mbeumo, hold your ground, mate. Hold your ground. 12 months from now, you're going to be Man U, and you know your 200 grand a week. You want wages. Well, what money would have spent on you? The 60 million. You can have that in wages.
Yep. Max. And like I said, man, like, you know, with Mbeumo too, like, you know, like, this is why we made a massive mistake with Mason Mount. Like, you know, we should have just said to Chelsea, look, Mason, just run your contract down and we'll get, like, this is Ten Hag now. Run your contract down, we'll get you for free next year, man. And we'll just spend 60 million, man. I just don't want to be going back to this shit again, man. Like, you know, there's other areas we need investments in. Midfield, keeper, maybe another centre back. What? Just do that.
We need two centre backs. We need the left wing. We need the left wing back, because Luke Shaw is totally shot. He's gone. That Pucker boy is finished. Yeah. So that leaves us at left back status of Ariamas, who's still learning his trade, and Dodgy Diallo. Yeah. Who, when he turns up, he's a good player, but when he doesn't, he's crap. So you need a left back, left wing back. You need a goalkeeper. We need two centre backs. Here's our centre backs: Aaron Maguire over the hill. Yeah. Louis Martinez finished on his third serious injury. Done. Yeah. Delit, iffy. You know, he's becoming a bit of a sick note. Yeah. Lenny Yoro, who's still a young boy, and Aiden Evan, who's still a young boy.
Yep.
You're seriously going to go into a Premiership campaign against seasoned pros with that back four? We're going to be shot to pieces. Seriously. shot to pieces. Talk about cannon fodder. We should call ourselves cannon fodder FC because that's what we're going to be. We will be annihilated by seasoned teams.
This is
Big up, big up. C says, Mbeumo got a year left. Yes, but then there's supposed to be a year if they both agree. But he's only got 1 year left of his contract. Both player and club have got 1 year optional. But if he doesn't agree to it, that year optional is gone. So he's only got 1 year left of his contract now that he's on. 1 year left. So he's not worth 60 million. No fucking way. No way.
And do you know what's embarrassing too, man? You know, honestly, I'd hate right now to be a United fan living in Manchester because across the road, across from the other side of the city, you got another Manchester team. And one thing they're doing right is they're negotiating with Ryanair's, they're negotiating with Eight Nuri, they're negotiating with Cherokee. You know, they've just got 3 deals.
Done, like that in a week.
So where's us? Mbeumo, Gyokeres, Mbeumo, Gyokeres. I will take a wee break from Mbeumo. We'll stick to Gyokeres. You go out and actually, what's this Wilcox hype about, bro? He's fucking delusional.
Best in class, Ben. Best in class.
I'll say this right now. Woodward was a disgrace. He was a disgrace as a chief executive.
Ben's going to say what I said, Dino, the other day.
One thing that Woodward did that, he was a disgrace of person what he did the United, but he worked on so many deals. He didn't just work for one deal and then move to the next one. He worked. He talked to Real Madrid. He talked to the likes of all the other clubs. Players were signed from clubs. He actually went out and actually. And he was the only person there. There was no director of football. There was no technical director. Now we've got Barada, and we've got fucking Wilcox, and we've got I don't know what the young Vivel. We got him as well.
Yeah, Vivel.
What are we doing? We're actually regressing. We're fucking regressing. Go away and actually negotiate with Mbeumo. Go and negotiate with Gyokeres. Oh, hello, Crystal Palace. I hear you're not getting into the Europa League. How you doing, Adam Morton? How you doing, Mateta? And then even go to Aston Villa. Aston Villa are fuck with PSR. Hello, Martinez.
Yeah.
Hello, even Tielemans or Onana in the midfield. You know, there's what are we doing, man? What are we actually doing?
Even Ollie Watkins.
Facts. Absolutely. It's just a disgrace.
I reckon we could bag Ollie Watkins off Villa for 30 mil. I do.
Yeah.
Because, like you say, they got PSR.
They're screwed. They're screwed right now. They're screwed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you say, best in class, best in ass, not class. Best in ass, man. You know what I mean? These guys, it's like the Muppet Show, Dino, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah, 100%.
I said to Dino, Ben, you wasn't on the stream, exactly what you said, that at least Woodward could make a fucking deal. Could broker the deal. These can't even do this.
Listen, let me give you an update to the poll. The poll is Gyokeres worth 80 million, and nearly 100 of you have voted. 30% says yes, 70% say no.
There you go. I tell you what, Gyokeres is, Dino. Yeah,
those 30% need to give their heads a wobble.
But I prophesize this now: Gyokeres will be drawn out. Probably till the beginning of August, it'll be signed, and there's your shirt seller right there. Ka-ching.
They've just signed. Manchester City have just signed 3 players just over 115 million.
Embarrassing.
3 players, and that tells you, boom, 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 they move. People were 48 likes away from our target of 150 likes for the stream. Let's be having you.
Come on, people.
Let's be fucking having you guys. Cut it out and let's be having.
Get them up. Get them up, boys.
Get the likes up. Get
on
it,
You've got the realist, the young buck, Ben, and the old fucking geezer, Pete. Come on. Get the likes up.
That's it. That's it. We're talking about humanity. We talked about everything. For me, Gyokeres, for the fan base, if you think that he's that good, then yeah. But he's nowhere near that. And Mbeumo's not worth 60 because he's got 1 year left on his contract.
You know what, Dino, Ben, right? I was talking to, I was in a taxi today with a guy I know. He's a Liverpool fan. His brother's a Man United fan. And we have a bit of banter, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know what he turned around and said to me? He goes, it would be better. This is a Liverpool fan, yeah? It'd be better if Man United just actually promoted the youth, played them, take the, you know, the punch on the chin per se. And if they have a good season and they still, you know, you still don't want them as a profile player, sell them and make money. It's going to be good for your PSR. You know what I mean? It's going to be good for the young player. He's getting Premiership experience, yeah? And then obviously you're going to rake money in to buy maybe players you want that you can't actually afford now. You know what I'm saying, Ben? And it's like, it's crazy that we're trying to go for the, how can I put it, the God fix, innit? You know what I mean? It's not going to work, is it? You know, you can't open the packet, pour it in the cup and pour hot water on and go, there you go. Instant success. Unfortunately, it does not work that way, does it? It just doesn't. You've got to have a game plan.
Yeah.
And game plans take a hell of a long time to put in place. You know, Brighton, Brentford, Fulham, these teams, these, you know, Crystal Palace, these just didn't happen overnight. I say their success. You know, there's only Crystal Palace that's actually won a trophy. But from their viewpoint, the success is they're churning out, they're playing good football, they're churning out good players, and they're maintaining the Premiership status. So from their viewpoint, that is their success. You understand what I'm saying, Ben?
Yeah, yeah, facts, yeah.
That's their success. Because they know they're never going to be competing with Man City, Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. They know they're not going to be in that bracket. Even Newcastle, they know they're not going to be there. So for them financially, it's all about staying in the Premiership. And if they can develop a player, and for say, example, £20 million, and they can sell him on for £60 million, well, that's £40 million profit that they reinvest back into their club.
Yep.
That's how it works for them.
Yeah, and like I said, Jimmy Wayne just was spot on there. You know, the fact that we didn't sell Bruno Fernandes is another main issue why we're not moving quick with like Mbeumo.
I just want to just say what Jarvis said here, Tactical Devils. Well, we will be relegated playing the youth, but hey, it'll get the Glazers out. Jarvis, we nearly got relegated with the first team. It was only the fact that Eric Ten Hag and Thingy and Ruud van Nistelrooy's points kept us in the league, didn't it?
Yeah, facts.
And that's the first team, bro. That's the first team.
Yeah, big up. Nah, I'm sorry, I totally disagree. Never align yourselves with people who occupying people. Yes, he's a fucking Zionist. Laporta is a Zionist. He's a fucking Zionist. Not all that peace stuff is normalizing relations with Israel. Please read between the lines, man. All that is Zionist fucking ploy. No normalizations. No normalizations. We got to Jarvis. We would be relegated playing the youth. Yeah, man. We got relegated with a fucking first team.
Please
people tell me about fucking Bruno Fernandes hype. Bruno fucking Fernandes hype. He took us to fucking 15.
Dino,
He's taking the fucking...
Another little thing I want to say about Jarvis's little comment there. Back in the day, when I was alive, you know, obviously you boys weren't born then. What did I say to one guy eloquently the other day, Ben? You wasn't here. I was watching Man United while you were still a sperm in your dad's ball sack. You know what I mean? But anyway, I watched Man United get relegated 73, 74 season with a youth team and then came back to be in 3 FA Cup finals and stopped Liverpool winning the treble in 77. So yeah, that's what happens when you play the youth. They gain experience and they come back stronger, because to only get experience is you have to play football at the highest level. That's the only way you're gonna get it. Training won't give you that.
Yeah, we got Blue Mari, by the way, in and around Manchester. He built little homes in this big place for the homeless. Big up to Lou Macari.
Pick up.
He got the winner
Yeah.
against Liverpool in 77.
It was his birthday the other day, Dino, as well. 76, Lou McCartney was. I think it was yesterday or
Lou Macari's
Tuesday.
I always get fish and chips from Lou Macari's fish and chips.
You know what, right? I'll just tell you this quick, guys. Yeah, I was at Old Trafford in the 70s. We beat Middlesbrough 3-2 at Old Trafford. And Lou Macari's got Lou Macari. I'm like 5'5". Lou Macari, I think he's about 5'3". Yeah, he jumped up. I can remember it, and I was on the Stretford end because when he used to have the old tunnel on the Stretford end, he jumped up and he put his hand by his head there, Dino. He didn't head it in; it hit his hand, but he made it look like he went in and he got a goal and won the game, man. Seriously, brilliant little thing there. Brilliant, man. I met him a few times. Lou McCartney.
I've met him a couple of times as well, just in and around Manchester. I've always said thank you so much from stopping the Scousers from doing the fucking big up to Great Officer, because we're Stock Exchange FC. We have to be seen to be investing after finishing 15. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, a question for the panel. What sort of transfer window would you change your mind regarding whether the people in charge of the transfer? There is no fucking transfer. No. For me, I want them out. The best thing they could do, what they can change my mind, would change my mind, is if they fucked off from Manchester United, Glazers and Indians, both of them.
Yeah.
Yep. See.
We'll have a reset. We'll go back to being a football club then. Because we're not a fucking football club now, with both of them there. So there's nothing they can do for me. Nothing they can do. They can't undo the damage that they've done to Manchester United.
Yep. And big up Louis van Gaal, by the way. I don't know if anyone's seen the interview. Once again, saying Man United.
Did he say it? Was it an old interview or was it a new interview?
No. New interview.
He was at the golf course, Ken, sitting by the Bobby Robson statue, wasn't it?
Yeah, Bobby Robson.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
And he said Manchester United is it's a commercial club, not a football club.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So big up to him, man.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Love Louis.
I don't blame him, because we don't. United, not us, but United done him dirty, because he even mentioned that, didn't he? I got sacked after winning the trophy.
That's what I'm about to say. And he says, I got sacked after winning an FA Cup. And this is it. This is where we're at, people. We had a coach there, man, and we blew it away. We got fucking Jose Mourinho. Embarrassing, bro.
LVG.
Vlahovic.
Remember that game, lads, against Arsenal when he threw himself on the floor?
This player is woeful.
Twitchy ass town, Dino. Oh, that was it, wasn't it? Twitchy bum town, that's what he said, wasn't it?
Oh, if we get Vlahovic, bro, we are finished, bro. We are already finished. We're already finished, man. We're already finished.
But you would think that what Jamie Wayne said there, Vlahovic from Juve, Dino.
Mm-hmm.
You would say on paper then that Gyokeres is better than him. So you would think that Juve will be looking to sell Vlahovic on and get Gyokeres in.
Yeah.
You think, obviously he's an upgrade. They're not going to do that. They're not even looking at that.
Yeah. Listen, my guy is a has-been, man. At Fiorentina, he was great. I don't want any strikers from Italy ever again.
No.
We've been burned. For me, Mateta, I'd rather have Mateta than Vlahovic all day.
Yeah, same, bro. Same, bro. Same.
No, Jiku, no.
Jarvis is saying, check your WhatsApp, Dino.
Ineos have already proven to me what sort of fucking management they are. And I've already proven, I've done the videos, how they failed in every fucking sport they've ever got involved in. So there is nothing they can do unless they buy the whole club, take United off the New York Stock Exchange, and actually get people who know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Instead of bringing people to come and learn on the fucking job. Wilcox learning on a job. at a club like Manchester United. Barada learning on a fucking job. Dodgy Dave learning on a job. We told you about Dodgy Dave. You tell me what fucking channel told you about Dodgy Dave when everybody's like best in class, parroting the bullshit. What channel was it?
Yeah.
That's why you subscribe to the channel. You know, most United fans hate me. Why? Why do they hate me? Because I'm willing to tell the fucking truth about this fucking football club. Because somebody's got to. And the title of the fucking channel says it. United Real Fucking Therapy.
Yeah, it's true.
We've got to swallow it.
Well, the thing is, Dino, the three of their best in class have gone, basically. Ashworth, Blanc, and Brailsford. Fuck me, man. They didn't even last 2 years on the bend. The only thing Darren Brailsford is good at is giving his cyclists bags of coke.
Wow.
It's them, isn't it?
Oh, Pete, you're funny, bro. You're funny.
You know what I mean? I think Brailsford. I remember watching the game there. I think it was the second to last game when we lost at Old Trafford this season. And Brailsford was there. And he was looking, the look on his face, he was looking, should I just go to the toilet and crack a line like quick? Because this is shit. You know what I mean?
People.
Oh wow.
Jarvis, I don't have WhatsApp on my on my computer. So I can't show it, but people, Jarvis Cocker is having a ball. He's having a ball and it's midnight. And look at the scenery in there. He's playing golf at midnight in Norway.
I was playing golf
today.
Can you see
that there? Can you see that, people?
Oh wow, yeah, I can see a wee bit of it. Yeah.
Can you see that?
Wow.
Can you see that? I don't want to see the glare.
So
he's playing golf he's playing golf and it's midnight over there.
9th hole, he's on.
Yeah. Look, he's playing golf and it's midnight. Look.
I tell you what, Jarvis, if I was with you now, when you get to the 19th hole, you'd have a fucking right handicap on you.
Jarvis, big up to you. What if you're still in the chat, what handicap are you, bro? What handicap are you? I play golf. Played golf today, bro. It was a lovely day in Ireland, absolutely boiling. So it was. I'm only just back there 2.5 hours ago, and it was still bright as ever. But that's phenomenal, bro. Like the fact it's midnight in Norway and Jarvis is playing golf. It's crazy, bro. Big up to Jarvis, bro. Big up to Jarvis.
Yeah, but the other side of the coin, Ben, when it's winter, it's permanently dark.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing with it. No, because the altitude they're on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
On the Earth's curve.
I couldn't live there, you know. Could you imagine? That would send me bonkers. Beautiful. You know that, don't you? Beautiful, that would send me bonkers. I already struggle living in Manchester.
Oh, it's
fucking hell, England, man, on a winter's day when it's grey and pissing down.
Oh, it's bad. Same here, bro.
I'm pretty sure Brentford have a year option. Why the fee?
But they haven't agreed.
Million. It's really 2 years left. No, it's not. Adewale. Adewale. This is how it works. For a player, for you to have that 1 year optional, it's an optional. 1 year option is an option. The option is an option because the player and the club have to agree to take that option. He's not contracted to take that 1 year option. He's not. He's not contracted. He's only contracted to end his contract at the end of this season. That's it. The year option, player and only if the player and the club agree. Players and the club don't agree, see you later. See you later. See you later. Dodgy Dave and his inhalers, if you know, you know, Shekaria. They got retro. There are 2 teams in Manchester, Abu Dhabi, Moss Side Pyjama Blues. Love not for all. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He says,
chat there, Dino.
Yeah, handicap. Yeah, I'm 20. I've only played golf for what 3 years now. I'm still 25 handicap. So Jarvis, I don't know how long you've been playing golf. You're probably better than me at this rate. But 25 handicap to 30 handicap is no difference at all. Like it's still pretty bad. So the higher the number, the worse or bad they are. Like so you can only go up to 30 to 36, I believe, handicap, and then 0 is like pro. So 0 is pro, and then yeah.
You know
big
what,
up
Ben?
Jarvis.
The only golf, the only way I could play golf was on Tiger Woods on the PlayStation 2. You know what I mean?
Oh, Pete.
Listen, I've never even tried it. I never want to try it.
I
think
can't
Cunha
do
and
it, Dino.
Mbeumo are
You know,
good
because
players.
you've seen me doing it. I'm only small, aren't I? And
He's very
I'm
tiny.
literally like, you might as well put a shovel in my hand playing golf because it's like solid turf over there. What? Solid turf over there.
Hey, crazy golf, I'm not bad at. I'm not bad at crazy golf.
Crazy golf's good.
Let me just get a super chat. Pick up
Yeah, by the way.
Adewale says, I think Cunha and Mbeumo are good players, but I'm sure City or Liverpool wouldn't pay over the 45 million for either of them. Facts!
Yeah.
Facts! Dropping mics tonight. He's dropping mics
It is.
tonight.
It's facts, so.
Adewale is facts. Absolute facts. Yeah, Peter, mate. Peter's the same size as the fucking, what are they called? The drive.
Yeah.
The driver.
Peter's the same size, mate.
You can imagine me coming out playing golf. It's like Jarvis will have whatever they call the top range of golf clubs. And mine will be that little kiddie plastic set.
Listen, I'll give Brendan. This is Peter's drive. A fucking spoon, lads. This is Peter. They go. We're only having a crack. Adewale says City paid 64 million euros for Reinders. I'm sorry, he would be a United best player right now. Facts. But no,
all the best midfielders in the world.
This is what Manchester United are, isn't it? This is what Manchester United, and that's why when players, Adewale, when players are going that cheap, spending all that money on fucking Gyokeres, are you taking the fucking piss? For a guy that, the guy that did all right in the championship, he did all right in the championship. Yeah, he's better than Højlund. Peter's better than fucking Højlund with a spoon in his hand.
Yeah.
Ben is better than Højlund. I'm better than Højlund. You're better than fucking Højlund. Højlund was crap last season.
Yep. He's fucking dreadful.
Only wouldn't get a job as a fucking painting decorator, though, would he? Let's be real.
Yeah.
Get him on the
Try to
bins.
come, but mine not link not working. Luani, the link. Let me try the link again. Big up to you, bro. Hope you're well.
Shakarian said, Nerdin, watch Happy Gilmore. Have you watched Happy Gilmore, Nerdin?
The film, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
I'm sure I've seen it. Yeah. I'm sure I've seen it before. Yeah.
Funny film.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Very funny.
Craig there, he'd never finished the job, Højlund, and he'd probably fall off the fucking step ladders, wouldn't he, trying to paint some?
No joke. I think the Ryandair's deal for Man City has secured them. I tell you right now, I'll even betting it right now. I think City are going to win the league. I think City will win the league because with City, you know, you have Ryandair's, Rodri, Cherky. You know, is a quality midfield right there, man. Like, and they've got Foden, got Savinho, Doku, Nuri, and Livramento. They're actually buying Livramento from Newcastle. So that's another signing, bro. You're mute.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're in talks, in advanced talks to sign Livramento. Now it's for 60 or 70 million. But you know what? This is how you operate as a big football club, bro. So they're gonna be
They won't pay 70 million. They're not gonna pay 70
million. No. It'll be like 50 or something like that, or 40, I believe, because he's still got a long contract with Newcastle.
Yeah, big up to our brother Trucker
Luani.
Big up, guys. Big up. Good afternoon or good evening, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well.
We're doing great, brother. Big up
Luani. 10-4, we got a convoy, bro. Come on.
Yes, I've been listening to you guys explain. Everybody give his bit about the signing of Mbeumo, the pursuit of Gyokeres, and the signing of Cunha. So
We've only signed Cunha now. But people are getting way overexcited. Sean was here earlier on. He had to jump up because I think he's working. But he came in, did his little propaganda, Ineos propaganda, and ran off. You know what I mean?
Son and I we're brothers, but this is where we both going to go our separate ways when he keep doing his propaganda,
Facts.
Yeah. So when it comes to the signing, I mean, people always criticize us in general when we give our opinion from being negative. They will say, "Hey, this is you asked for the club to do signing. We've done signing, and now we're still here complaining." But the reality is that when you look at the signing, you can put them aside and then look at the general direction that the club is going in. We've been made some promises when Ineos came in. What they told us is that they're going to move to a younger model, and they're going to, within 3 years, they're going to start challenging for a title based on the younger model. Now, it looked like with the disastrous season that we just have, it looked like they switched their mantra, and now they want to go for the ready-made players, and without the promise of anything we can accomplish in the future. They want to win now, basically.
Yeah.
And we've been to that formula. We've been to that formula, and it haven't been a successful formula for us. We brought in ready-made managers, we brought in ready-made players, and it didn't work out for us. So why should we be enthusiastic that there is a new structure that came in, but they're going back to that model? I think we have cause for concern. Our concern is valid. The things that we can separate the individual or quality of the players, Mbeubo, Cunha, and Gyokeres. If we acquire all three of them, yes, of course, they are an upgrade for compared to what we had before. But there is also the fact that everybody will be crying that, yes, why are we getting scammed by Brentford when it comes to the transfer? I'm hearing 60 million, and why is Mbeubo's wage demand north of 200 million? 200 grand a week. It's always been like that. Look, when it comes to Manchester United, we always get taken to the cleaners when it comes to the transfer market. Everybody will eat. The club will eat, the player will eat. And why is that? Are we always the one paying more for the wages? Why are we the club that's always paying more for the transfer? It's because of the state that we are in right now.
Yeah.
We are a club that is completely in the mud. Why doesn't Manchester City pay that high wages and pay for that much of a transfer fee? It's because of the level that they are operating in. People will be like, oh yeah, Manchester City have the best scout and they have the best structure. Yes, I would say between the structure and the product that you have on the pitch, it's a symbiotic relation. Whatever you're producing on the pitch, if you have a good story of success on the pitch, it affects the transfer that you're making in the long run. You have more value to your club. You can sell the name of a club, or players want to come to you. You can get the best prices, and you hold the card. Basically, you have the leverage to tell them how much you want to pay them. They still want to come to you to further their careers. And when it comes, this couldn't be even more true when it comes to ready-made players. And as we going to our ready-made players, this is the situation we face with. Mbeubo is going to come here if we buy him. Cunha is going to come here. We're going to view them as savior. They're going to step in the mud, and they're going to look like everybody else that's already in the mud. I personally don't like a board that come in and try to tell us. They tell us that, oh, they have a lot of, don't worry, guys, we have a lot of money to spend. We have a 180 million transfer budget. Where is that money coming from? I thought we are in debt. If
Yeah.
we have a 180 million transfer budget that they can pull out of thin air while declaring that we are in debt, if all this thing is legal, if we're spending money that we don't have, why do we have to go around the FFP rule and try to create a holding company so we can just spend money that we don't have to buy players that we don't know will give us guaranteed success? The whole thing is a mess. That's why we're here, and it looks like we're negative all the time, but we're just putting the facts in front of everybody. Those are the facts. Ineos, even if you don't have a track record on them, even if you don't know anything about what they've done in the past, what they've done so far there's nothing to rave about. If you want to be hopeful, be hopeful. But don't tell us who are skeptical that we are negative. That's my take.
Yeah, facts, Luani.
Luani,
Facts.
I think Luani gets a round of applause there. Delivered well.
Sorry, Nerdin. We've got a tweet coming from Fabrizio Romano.
Go on.
Tense situation between Victor Gyokeres and Sporting, despite previous pact for exit worth fee around 65 million euros plus add-ons. Sporting president insists on higher fee, price still under 100 million euro clause, but not 65 million euro now. Gyokeres described as furious.
Well, there you go.
Fabrizio Romano,
So why
you know?
should we get? So do you remember? This is remind you of another transfer window. Remember a Dutch midfielder who plays for Barcelona. Remember there was
Frankie Bing Bong, innit?
Yeah, Frankie Bing Bong, and Barcelona were at dispute over money that they owed him.
Yeah.
So why? And then what happened? Murta and Arnold went out there, were chilling, having food in Barcelona restaurants, taking the fucking piss. Walk the fuck away from this deal.
Yeah.
There's no deal to be done anyway. He's not worth 80 million. He's not.
Well, that season, Dino, they had 3 little holidays to Barcelona, didn't they? Remember?
Of course they did. Of course they did. But yeah, at the end of the day, people, we keep it 100% on this channel. We understand this channel. Yeah.
That Crystal Palace, yeah. 35 million. Matata. I thought you was after Gyokeres. Nah, he can go to Arsenal or whatever. 35 million, Matata, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See you later.
Yeah.
Boom.
And where did that end up, Shakarian? Anthony got found out in the Premier League as well. The thing about the Premier League, you get found out. You get found out for what?
Of course you do, yeah.
Your level, your levels get found out. And for me, not here for that. So all the best to Gyokeres. But people, listen, let's get to 150 likes. That was the target for this stream. Let's get to 150 likes. We're 30 likes away. Let's do it, people. Come on. Also, people, we have to remember, that here on that channel, www.youtube.com, Bowley77, Tactical Devils, they are, last time I checked, they were 20. Let me check again. They were 22 subscribers away. At the moment, they're only 18 subscribers away. Can we do it while we're still live? 18 of you to subscribe. 18 of you to go and subscribe to that channel. 18 of you. And Stu and Jarvis, who's one of the main contributors, who's done the intro and the outro for this channel, has done all the graphics, the glazer out background, deserves to have 1,000 subscribers so they can monetize properly. YouTube.
Stop biting your nails, Ben.
Oh yeah. I get always do that, bro. I need to stop it, bro. It's a habit.
No. Listen, it's football. It's called watching Manchester United. It's not talking about Manchester United.
That too.
I have a question, genuinely, for everybody that believes in Gyokeres as a player. Now, I have not seen a lot of him, but when it comes to his quality, his ability, what does he bring to the table, other than just the dynamism and a bit of physicality? Is he technical? Is his technical flaw well above the one of Xerxes or anything? Yes, he's over the shoulder runner, but when you look at all his attributes, we tend to think when you come to the Premier League, what puts you above the Premier League defender is your physical attribute because everybody is physical. No, it's the other way around. When you are physical, eventually, when all the defenders catch up with you or the way you've been used in the system, they're going to be able to neutralize you because physicality is the great equalizer. Ask Haaland. The first year, how many goals did he score? How many goals did he score? Now they figure him out. You can pass the ball to Haaland. You can pass him the ball to feet, and after that, he can do anything. He can do anything. Now their most dynamic, prolific striker is Mamouche. Why is that?
You know what, Luani? I was on Dino's stream the other day, and I said that exact thing. It was crazy the way he said it because Ireland won a treble with Man City. But I think overall, Ireland has been a bad buy for Man City because he disrupted their way of playing football.
I agree because if you look at Gyokeres, I don't think that he's going to make it here. I'll be honest. If he's going to succeed, the rest of the team has to be better. Now, when you put Cunha and when you put Gyokeres and when you put Mbeubo in the front three, the only person that does not shoot first in that attack is Mbeubo. Gyokeres play with his head down in the box. Cunha play with his head down on the wing. I don't know how many assists he has, but if that's the way that we're going, 1 out of 3 striker only is the only person that's looking for assists first. I'm not too sure how dynamic our strike fox is gonna be. So,
you know what Gyokeres is, Luani? He's the shirt seller, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's what he is. He's the shirt seller. They'll go to the Air Mega store at OT. Dino will tell you now. There'll be 8 lines deep, won't they, Dino, there?
Right.
Bah, get them in. Get them in. Get Gyokeres on. Get it on there. Get him in.
no, but that's what I hate. Don't sell us today's hope. Don't mortgage the future to sell us today's hope. I will support the board 100%. I will support Amorim if they got rid of Bruno. And I heard that they're keeping Kobe Mino and they're promoting all the youngsters. But now that plan, it looks like that plan is gone. Amorim have put so much pressure on himself because of the bad season that he had. Next season for him is going to be do or die. So I don't see him playing any youngster at all. He's going to go all big or go home. That's what's going to happen. And it goes to the detriment of the plan, the long-term achievement that we're looking for. We are in a mess.
Well, the thing is, Dino, and chat, it looks like obviously Garnacho is going to be sold. Yeah, maybe you know what, Kobe Manu could be sold. Yeah, if they wherever they go, if they ball next season, that just goes to show you that this manager doesn't know jack shit, does he? Oh, the players don't fit my profile. You know what? You work with the tools you have in life. You literally work with the tools you have in that's presented to you in there. No one has it perfect. No one has it rosy in the garden all the time. It's up to you to work with them players. It's not up to the players to work with you. It's you. You're the boss. You make them players work. Don't give it a shit. Oh, I can't work with this guy. He's not what I want. Go and spend 60 million, get a guy I want and still get clapped.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Listen, the point is simple. Manchester United we are where we are. We're crap. Ineos don't know what the fuck they're doing. Majority of you got gassed for absolutely nothing. Yes, Jarvis, I agree that Man City share the goals around. Man City don't just rely on just one person scoring the goals. They have a whole attack. They've got number 10s, 3 number 10s at least that can score goals. But at the end of the day, it's what it is. Gyokeres, it's no Haaland. It's nowhere near fucking Haaland's level. So let's not even get there. He is just a guy who is just a bully. He's a stat padder. in a league that to me is League One. I'm sorry. But comparing that to English football or British football that's so intense, it's too intense. And Gyokeres, for me, I don't see he's so strong and fast in that league. And it's coming to a worse Manchester United team in the history since 1973-74. So let's get the... Do not get clickbaited and brainwashed by other big channels and tell you Gyokeres is the guy who's going to do... No, he's not. It's going to take 7 starting lineup, a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
We need a centre half. I agree with people. We need a fucking centre half. Gay, I'll take him like that. Proven.
Yeah.
Gay. I'll take him like that. Scholes, will tell you. Scholes, you take Gay.
Big up, Scholes.
Scholes, he's like, you know what?
Yeah.
He's
I'm
just
with United.
Big
I'm going to
up,
bed.
Scholesy. Come on, lad.
Yeah.
Gyokeres is basically another Bruno Fernandes. He's just a stat merchant. He's just got goals, bro. He's just got goals.
17 of them were fucking penalties.
Yep. He's just a Bruno. He's another Bruno.
Apparently, he's a good assist maker, but he can't head the ball. So why the fuck are you buying Mbeubo? Mbeubo likes to cross the ball into the box. Who's going to head the balls in? We're going to play Maguire up front next season.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But people, we can be here all day and night. Look, I've got one thing to ask you.
Slophead had better stats than Oiland, Dino, when he played up front.
Yeah.
Actually.
Subscribe to that channel. 17 subscribers away from being able to monetize. 17 subscribers away. Very close. Super close. Super close. So the least you can do to help out Jarvis is go over there and subscribe to that channel. Costs you absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Costs you absolutely nothing. Go over there, people. Go over there. Only 77.
Dino, bring up Mr. B's chat there quick. Seriously. Last chat on the live feed at the moment.
See, the one thing I'm worried about, and I think Manchester United, we United fans, the mistake we usually make is we always looking for a flash in the pan all the time. Even with the way we see the league, we are not going to win the league and then stay there like do like what Leicester did before. They win the league, and then the year after they got relegated or something. That's not what we want. We want to be in a position where every year we're challenging for top 4. We have at least our name in the hat all the time. Like Arsenal is, we can laugh at Arsenal like they're not winning it.
Yeah.
But every single year they are right there challenging. Okay, between challenging and winning, sometimes it's just a matter of luck. That's all. But next year we are. I tend to think that we'll just bounce from 10th place and stop challenging for top 4 by virtue of buying 3 players. No, we have to restructure the whole team. Teams that are there in and about deserve to be there with their consistency. It's not something that you just buy with money. You have to work your way up there. You have to have a plan. And the way the Glazers, the way Ineos is moving now with their acquisition, does it look to you like they have a plan, or they just spending today and not thinking about tomorrow? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Big up.
Yeah, big up, Mr. B. He said the late cancelled his wedding party. He's been seen partying in Barbados with Zersky. Zersky was doing a sketchy dance with Timu Rihanna.
No, but that gives you vibes of Dino right there, chat.
Yeah,
We got the
evidence.
And
Can you see the evidence there?
in LA, remember?
Oh my.
Can you see the evidence there?
Oh, I see it.
Big up Zersky, mate. F United, mate. Fuck United. He's having a fucking ball in Barbados, mate. I would. What a place to be in
Get
Barbados.
in there.
Get in there, lad.
Well,
Having a ball, mate. Big up
I'll be in
Barbados.
now, Bob. Yeah. Yeah. Right, I've got to go. The wife is there. That's it.
That's it. Here.
Bedtime.
Do as you told. Get in bed.
I've got to go to bed. See you later, people.
See you later.
I've got to make a warm cup of milk and a couple of jammy dodges in it.
Get it, mate. Go on.
See you later, guys. Cheers. Thanks for having me on, Dino.
Anyway.
Big up, chat.
We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up. Yeah, big up.
Big up.
Pete, by the way. Big up to everybody. But yeah, people, go and subscribe to this channel. Let's see how many likes we got. Let's see how many. We failed tonight. We failed our target. You've let me down, people. You've let me down tonight. You've really let me down.
Like the video. Like the video.
It was 150. But unfortunately, we're 20 short. So the least you could do now after the show is go over here and go and subscribe to that channel. They'll be live tomorrow. Stu and Jarvis doing a show. Bedtime for Pete. Sleep tight. Don't let United bite. There you go. Big up to Pete. Big up to Pete. But yeah, big up to every one of you. Free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine every second of every minute of every day. Fuck the Zionists. And if you associate yourself with Zionists, then fuck you too. Fuck Ineos and Glazers. Free Manchester United fans from Ineos and Glazers. Yeah? This is the channel, people. You can shadow ban us all you like. The flag's there. Kafir's here. The warriors are there. Look, that's Palestine. We don't fucking recognize the state of fucking Israel. There's no such a thing as a fucking state of Israel. Fuck them. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. End the genocide. Stop the genocide. End apartheid. End the occupation.
Yes,
Free
sir.
the Congo. Get the fuck out of the Congo. You fucking mercenaries. These Western corporations. Fuck them. Fuck the British government, and the US government, the French government. Get the fuck out of Congo. And get the fuck out of Sudan as well. Free everywhere where people are oppressed. Free the Manchester 10. Free the people, all the fucking place in prisons. Fuck it, we don't believe in this system.
Sure.
Fund this fucking system. Fuck them. Free everybody. Love and light to you all. We'll be back tomorrow for the latest transfer window. But we tell you we will round this up. Big up Pep Guardiola. Showed his humanity. Big up Pep Guardiola. Knew exactly what he was doing. Told it to the Zionist University of Manchester. Told them to their faces. Big up to him.
Big up.
Fuck Laporta. Fuck the Barcelona board aligning themselves with a genocide. Your correct is not worth 80 million. You can tell that till the fucking, you can tell it to your nan and everybody else. He's not worth that fucking money. He's not even worth 50 fucking million. He's a stat fucking padder in a fucking farmers league. Don't even get me fucking started. Mbeubo's not worth 60 million. Don't get it fucking twisted. He's got 1 year left. 1 year left of his contract. 1 year left. The most should be 50 million with add-ons included. Don't let anybody tell you. Reinders for 46 million. El Nouri for 30 million. Shirky for 30 million. You taking the piss? The best in class, they said. Wilcox madness, you said. You absolute clowns. You bootlickers. Bootlickers. And the rest of you are just sheep. Do not be conditioned. Remember what we told you. This channel is undefeated. Vindicated. Yet again and again and again. We told you about Onana. We told you about Anthony. We told you lot. So F you. This is the therapy channel. We keep it real 100%.
Yes, sir. Remember, people.
Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video. Share. And like I said, last minute, 17 subscribers away. They put in the work, Stu and Jarvis. So subscribe to that channel as soon as we hang this up. 17 subscribers more to be able to monetize. There we go. Tactical Devils. Check it out. Big up Luani.
Big up, guys. Remember, we don't. People who are watching the channel, remember, we just don't hate because we paid to hate or we get a special badge for hating the process. We just don't believe in the process. That's all. It's a different opinion, you know. But then, if Amorim succeed, if Ineos build a winning legacy, we'll be here to say that, hey, you know what, we were wrong and you were right, you know. So I guess that's what it's about.
Big up Luani. Make sure you check him out on X at Molowan Luani 1979. Make sure
Big up,
you
brother.
check out Ben at Elmore 39. Check it out, people.
Salute,
That's the
Ben.
least you can do.
Salute,
Yeah.
Rodin.
And big up to Pete as well. Make sure you check out Pete, the fella with Estella on Instagram, and Alien Tenno on YouTube. He's a gamer, just like Ben. Check him out. Ben, last word from you and Luani. Go ahead.
Yes, big up everyone. Big up Luani, big up Nerdin. Thank you for having me on. Big up the chat. Make sure you subscribe and hit those likes and make sure to get Jarvis to 1K, bro. Him and Stu have been, honestly, they deserve it, so they do. And their channels on is just so unique. It's just so different to any other channel. Like, you know, they go in depth with the tactics and anything you really like. Obviously for football, just show them love and show Nerd and love and hit that subscribe button and like the video.
Is that
Yes.
Fabrizio Bomba? Is there another tweet by Fabrizio?
No, I've got notifications. That probably was the Gyokeres one, I said. Yeah, but anyways, big up. Free Palestine every fucking minute, every second.
Unite Ireland and up the fucking Irish.
Yep. Free Northern Ireland. Chucky our fucking la. Please, or they will fucking come, bro. Honestly, fuck Keir Starmer. He is ruining the state of Northern Ireland itself. He's ruining by increasing our taxes and all that shit. But big up, big up to everyone that was at the protest yesterday, except for those fucking Zionist bastards and that Zionist police officer for telling me what the fuck are you having that flag out? Who do you think? Yes, you're a police officer and you're doing your job, but don't fucking ever tell me.
You have every right.
Yeah,
you're not doing his job. You have every right to be on the street with whatever flag you want, mate.
Yeah, exactly. And I seen a few Israel flags there too at that fucking protest. Shame on fucking every single one of you because there's a fucking genocide going on in fucking Gaza, and no one, they all fucking blame Hamas. All this shit. There's fucking innocent children out there and babies that are getting shot left, right, and fucking center, and it's fucking distressing to watch. And honestly, man, like, you know, everyone has bad days. Like, there's cancer in this world, there's everyone in this world. You know, my granny even says all the time, she is suffering with cancer right now. She's still great, she's still good, but she keeps saying to herself, I'm dying, but there's people in Gaza that's dying every fucking minute of every second, and there's, like, I have lived to 86 or 87 years of age. There's babies getting killed every day. So shame on fucking the state of Israel. Shame on fucking Keir Starmer and Donald Trump and fucking Putin for doing what they're doing to fucking Ukraine. Fuck the Zionist. Fuck every single one of them. And free fucking Palestine every minute or every day. We will never, at the state of fucking Ireland, we will never be fucking silenced, bro. We'll always fucking support anyone that's fucking oppressed, bro. No matter who it is. Sudan, Congo, anyone, bro.
Lebanon, Palestine.
Anyone, bro.
Yeah.
So big up, anyways.
Love people. Take care. Hopefully, we'll try to get Bombay on.
Big up, Bombay.
Listening in action, but big up. Free Palestine. Peace, love, and light. Take care. Good night.
Yeah.
Subscribe to fucking Tactical Devils. Check it out.